Be, 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 be. Hey everybody, how's it going? I am on my way, heading up the coast to Ventura County. My family rented a beach house on the coast there, and I'm gonna hang out for a week, so I thought I'd take the bike up. So I'm gonna go up around over there, Palos Verdes, which will be a pretty cool road I haven't done before on the bike. And head up the coast all the way up the Pacific Coast Highway. LA, Malibu, all the way up to Oxnard. Now, one of the things I love about motorcycling is I just ate breakfast at the cafe back there before I turned the cameras on, and sat down at the counter by myself, and this English guy walks in, sits down next to me, sees the helmet and everything, and immediately strikes up a conversation with me. You know, he rides, he used to ride, he's thinking about buying another bike. And, you know, we ended up chatting the entire meal about not only motorcycling, but about just about everything. And, you know, there's just this community that we probably wouldn't have spoken at all if I didn't have my gear there. So there's just this connection between all motorcyclists that's pretty cool. So I ended up chatting it up with this guy the whole time. It was really fun. And stuffed my face. I feel sick. I ate too much. So I'm taking the long way. I'm not taking the freeway. I'm taking the right up the coast. Here is San Pedro. I think this is the second largest port in the United States, I think. So I've got a week's worth of gear on my bike. I've got, I do have the saddlebags on today, and I'm wearing a backpack too, which is pretty heavy. I bought a cargo net. I was going to try to strap the bag down to the back, but I couldn't get it to a point where I was comfortable, where I felt it was secure enough. So it's on my back instead. Just realized I forgot my earplugs. I'm so terrible at putting those in. I had them in before breakfast and I forgot to put them in. I'm going to stop here when I can to do that. This is the Vincent Thomas Bridge. This is that bridge where that director committed suicide a couple years ago. The guy that directed Top Gun, I can't remember his name. I'll put it on the screen. here. Not exactly sure. Okay, I think I want to take Gaffey to 25th, and that'll wrap me around the peninsula. Yeah, let's do that. Yes. First, I'm going to stop and put in my earplugs. This guy in the white Ford Windstar back here, his rear passenger side wheel was about to fall off, and he was just out here trying to pull it back by hand. It wasn't going so well. I don't think that's going to make it out of the parking lot. So like I said, I've got my side bags on, so I can't, and unfortunately with those on, it's actually wider than the handlebars, so I don't do much lane splitting with the bags on, which is one of the things I wanted to talk about today. As far as I know, I think California is the only place in North America where lane splitting is, or lane filtering, if you're from Europe, is legal. I think it's illegal in Canada, I think it's illegal in Mexico, and I know it's illegal in every state except California. It's one of the good things that we have, which is just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I was up in Seattle for work about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I stayed in the city, and lots of motorcycles and lots of scooters up there. Traffic is horrible in Seattle, and there's long lines for the lights. The lights aren't timed well, they're not synchronized well, and every schmuck on a scooter or a motorcycle has got to sit there and wait, and all that does is just congest traffic even more. If they were able to filter through, it would lighten the load. Before I started motorcycling, I used to see guys lane splitting, and my knee-jerk reaction always was that it's just super dangerous. It's just, oh my gosh, those guys are crazy. They're riding so irresponsibly. You're just begging for somebody to open their door into them, But now that I'm riding, it makes total sense. It's actually, I find it's safer. Now, I don't mean lane splitting on the freeway doing 90, but when you're at a stoplight, like what I'm about to do right here, which I can't do because I have my bags on, I would rather split up through the middle between two lanes of traffic and have somebody, not paying attention, open their door and have me hit them doing 5 miles an hour or 10 miles an hour. I'd rather have that happen than have some teenage girl texting on her phone behind me, not realizing she has a stoplight, slam into the back of me doing 40 miles an hour. I'll take option 1 any day. Man, this traffic is shit. I hope it lightens up here. It's pretty bad. I would take that any day. I think this is wide enough for me. Should be. It's always a little scary with the bags on because I don't exactly know how wide I am. I'm still learning on that. So that's number one. If there are times, especially in stop and go traffic at stoplights in particular, where it's safer. It's safer for the motorcycle rider. And then secondly, it eases traffic. One less person taking up space in line if we're allowed to filter through. It makes a huge difference on the freeway. So kudos to California for keeping that around. I mean, I know. I watched all these vloggers in the UK, and it's just expected there, which is the way I really think it should be. I mean, it's just the thought of not filtering is crazy to them. It would drive me. I mean, I'm used to it now because I'm in California. But if I went somewhere and I had to stop doing it, it would make me mental. I might as well be in a car. So that's my 2 cents on lanes. Now, on the freeway, you see guys that are just flying. First off, in California, everybody drives fast. The average speed on the freeway here, if there's no traffic, is 80. Everybody, cars and motorcycles alike. And then on top of that, you see guys that are splitting those lanes, weaving in that traffic, going over 100. That is not safe. So I know the law. I think the law in California is lane filtering or lane splitting is legal as long as it's done in a safe and responsible way, which is obviously subjective. It's up to the cop to decide if the way you're doing it is safe or not. Okay, I think my turn's coming up here. I think I did 25th Street. So right up here. It's 22nd. You know what? I blew it. I was supposed to go there. Turn around. I blew it. No. How am I supposed to carry something home from a rummage sale? Oh, I got a new jacket on. So today, of course, it's kind of chilly, but those last couple of rides, I was wearing the full leather Aerostitch Transit jacket, and it got pretty damn hot in those things. So I picked myself up a mesh jacket, which I know is on the bottom of the totem pole as far as safety goes. In front of this guy. But I got one that's a combination of, you know, I want to try to get the best I can do as far as safety. So I got, it's part mesh, part leather, and it's a Dionysi Air Fraser. It's a new jacket. Dionysi just put it out, I think, this year. And wow, what a difference! The airflow is. I'm actually a little bit chilly right now. And I have a backpack on, so it's not even fully flowing out the back. Without the backpack on, it would feel like I'm wearing nothing. But it's got full, you know, CE-approved armor in the elbows all the way down to the wrists, shoulders. Nothing in the chest, and then I bought the back protector to add in. So it's pretty safe. Is it as safe as full leather? No, probably not. So on the impact zones, on the elbows and the shoulders, you can't really see here, but it's leather. But then in the front, it's mesh, and the airflow, you know, through my chest, out my back, it's, like I said, it's a little cool. So this will be my new hot weather jacket. It's an addiction, all this crap you buy for motorcycles. Can't stop. The ocean. Catalina Island over there. So we're out on the jutting out here. This is the Palos Verdes Peninsula. West LA, southwest LA. The newer Trump golf course is coming up here pretty soon. And there's that big resort that I can't remember the name of at the moment. It's pretty gorgeous. It's too bad it's overcast. Road is crap. God, it is so bumpy. God. Oh, so next weekend I have my appointments to test ride the S1000R. I'm going to take this bad boy in to get his 6,000 mile service, and I booked an hour to ride the S1000R. So I will definitely film and give my first impressions of that from an amateur standpoint, amateur review. Like I said, I'm comparing it to the Tuono. Those are the two that I'm looking at, and it's been probably 6 weeks since I test rode the Tuono. So I'm trying to keep it fresh in my mind of the things I liked and a couple things I didn't like to compare between the two. So stay tuned. What a strange intersection. Very patriotic, strange intersection. This is much better than the freeway. It's going to take longer, a lot longer, but it's much more interesting.